Scene one, apple, take one. Scene one, apple, take one. Scene one, apple, take two.
Hello everyone and welcome to Kbrm. I'm Morgan.
And I'm Trevor. Thanks for tuning in.
We've had several great performances lately here at school. It's been great spending time in the auditorium and seeing the school play, vocal, and band concert. What was your favorite, Trevor?
I liked the play. It had some really funny moments. It gave me some ideas of dates to avoid.
Here's Sydney and Emily with some interviews.
Hello, my name is Sydney and I'm here with some drama students from the fall play. What was your guys' play called?
Check please.
What was your guys' parts?
I was a actor who went on a date with a girl, and I had a fiance, and so I got water splashed in my face for that.
I was a little kid who pretended he was a fish.
My name was Melanie and I was like crazy beer fan.
Do you guys think you did well?
Yeah, I think we did pretty good. I mean, I heard the audience clapping, so I guess it was okay.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Emily here with Miss Balbus. What do you do here at Miller?
I'm the band director here at Miller. I teach 2 jazz bands. They rehearse at 7:30 in the morning, every morning. And I also do 2 concert bands, one during 6th period and the other during 7th period.
That's cool. What did you look forward to at the band concert?
I really look forward to hearing how well these students prepared their music. We don't really have semester tests in band, so our concerts are the assessment. They are the test. So I think they sounded great, and I'm looking forward to the next concert.
When you were a little kid, did you ever do band?
I did. I started before I was in 5th grade. My mom's a band director, so she got me started early. My first instrument that I learned was the French horn, pictured behind. And then I continued that all throughout high school and college. And when I got to college, I ended up learning how to play all of the band and string instruments to become a teacher.
What made you want to be a teacher here at Miller?
It was the effect that my band directors had on my life when I was growing up. They were always a constant support system. And when I got to college, I felt like I wanted to do the same thing. I wanted to be there for the students and support them the same way as my teachers did.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sydney and Emily. Our second season of sports is almost complete. Wrestlers have only 3 meets left, and our girls basketball players are down to their last few games.
Here's Luke with some 7th grade basketball players.
Hi, I'm Luke. I'm here with some grade girl basketball players. So, what do you guys like about basketball?
I like our coaches.
I like playing games and riding the bus with my friends.
I like when we all work together and try and that's all I can say.
How's the season going so far?
It's pretty good.
We're having fun. I think it's going good.
I think we're actually getting better. Each day we practice.
So, what have you been doing during practices?
We run a lot.
Sometimes we scrimmage the other teams.
Sometimes we play the plays to practice around when we have games.
I guess that's it. Back to the studio.
So Trevor, have you ever had to write a really long paper in class?
Yeah, we've had to write a few essays, usually a paper or two. Why?
Well, students in Mr. Johnson's second period composition class had to write a really long paper. It's quite a challenge, yet an exciting assignment. Here's Maggie with some students.
Hello, I'm Maggie, and I'm here with some 8th grade composition students working on a writing assignment. Can you explain the assignment your class has been working on?
Well, it's a thing called NaNoWriMo. It's National Writing Month, and it's where you can be young and old, doesn't matter. You write a novel, and from 18 and over, it's 50,000 words, and to 17, it's 30,000 words. And you have to complete your word count within the month, and within the next 6 months, we will be revising it.
What is your story about?
My story is about this meteor that hits Earth and it brings magic into the world, and it creates a war between two different types of people, and a 14-year-old boy is trying to stop it.
My story is this guy's dad is found adrift at sea, and they discover this evil person has risen from the grave, and his son has to kill him.
My story is about a regular middle schooler who had a chance to go to a spelling bee type competition, and he has to cope with being alone and coping with one of his competition who really loathes him.
My story has a middle school girl who keeps getting bullied because of her hearing loss, so she just has to conquer it with music.
Was this a challenging assignment?
I would say, yeah, it was, because you want to finish 1,000 words every day, and sometimes, a lot of the times you get behind, and then you realize you spend 5 hours a night trying to catch up with what you got backed up with.
I think something that was really challenging was trying to keep the plot interesting.
Yeah.
Sometimes you wind up writing a lot of dialogue, and then you read it, and then you realize it's really, really boring. And it's hard to kind of go back and revise that because you just wrote it.
Revising's forward.
Yeah, that was one of my challenges, just like trying to realize that this is just a first draft, not like the full revised version of it. And I also had trouble like keeping up with the 1,000 words a day. I got behind, but I was able to type 2,000 words a day and finish on time.
It was sort of challenging, but then I finally realized that if I couldn't reach 1,000, if I only got 600, the next couple days I could let the story evolve itself and get up.
Nice. Will we have a chance to read any of these?
Yeah, the NaNoWriMo gives a chance so that you give 5 published books for your story that you complete, and you can do whatever you want with the books. Like, you could just keep it, or you could donate it to the libraries for the whole middle school to see it.
Thank you. Back to the studio.
Sounds tough. I bet it would be interesting to read what those students write. That is quite the challenge.
You know what? If they had their stories done by Christmas, it would make a great gift.
Yes, that's a good idea. The holiday spirit has been making its way through Miller recently. How do you like the door decorations?
They're great. Some homerooms got really creative. In case you haven't been able to see all the doors around the building, here's some pictures we got together for you. Enjoy!
Congratulations to Miss Holland's homeroom that won the contest, and thanks to everyone who participated. It really adds some cheer to the halls.
It's time for this week's student of the show. Here's Isabella's with this week's student.
Hi, I'm Isabella, here with Max, student of the show. So, who nominated you?
Mrs. Furno.
Why were you nominated?
Because I was using my time wisely, doing my work, and getting better grades.
What's your favorite class here at Miller?
Literature with Miss Fitzgerald.
What are some positive things here at Miller for you?
Students and staff are helpful and coming into the counseling office for help.
Thank you.
Thanks, Isabella, and great job, Max.
Teachers, remember to email us if you have someone to nominate.
Wait, Morgan, we should tell them why all this food is on our table.
Next week, Miller will be having a homeroom competition for the food drive.
Everyone is encouraged to bring non-perishable food items. The homeroom that brings the most items by Friday will win the competition. Students from the winning homeroom will get a special limited edition Homeroom Champions Holiday Food Drive t-shirt. They will be awarded at the second quarter assembly in January.
Bring anything you can to support your homeroom, and mostly important, Miller will be leading a helpful hand in feeding those in need this winter.
I'm bringing some baby food and some Jell-O and some soup.
Well, I'm bringing some kidney beans, some wax beans, some kidney beans, some pears, and some green beans, and some applesauce.
Wow, that's generous of you. But everyone should know that it doesn't matter how big the food item is, each item counts as 1 point.
Oh, good to know.
We can't wait to share the results with you on our next show.
That's it. Thanks everyone for watching.